If you are watching this video, I ask you, stay until the end. Some messages transform it, but this one reveals something no one can escape. The final judgment is not just a biblical event. It is the moment when all humanity, every story, every tear, every choice, stands before the one who sees everything. It is not fear, it is truth. And truth sets free, brings light, and puts everything in its rightful place. John describes that he saw a great white throne, shining with a light no darkness could reach, a light nothing could resist. Around it, nothing familiar remained. No mountains, no sky, no earth. All creation fled from the presence of the one seated on the throne. Because when God rises to judge, even what seems vast and unmovable fades like mist. Nothing stands before his holiness. Only truth endures. The entire universe falls into silence. Nothing moves, and not even the angels. There is no wind, no sound, no breath, only a stillness that fills everything. It becomes the most solemn moment in all eternity. Time does not run. The world does not turn. All creation hangs in suspension. Every being that ever existed waits for the call. As the Creator steps into his place of justice, it is the day when masks fall, intentions are revealed, and everything returns to the hands of God. John sees the dead, great and small, all standing before God, kings and servant, the powerful and the forgotten, the rich and the poor, all equal, all aligned, all waiting in absolute silence. No one carries privilege, no one holds a title, no one can buy even a single moment. Because in the final judgment, the only voice that speaks is the truth written by one's own life. Every step, every choice, every hidden intent, every silent whisper is heard before the throne. And then, the books are opened. Books that record not only action, but intentions, thoughts, motives, secrets kept in silence. Nothing is lost, nothing is hidden, nothing fades on its own. God does not judge only what was done. He judges the reason behind every act. And before these books, no one can say, but no one saw. Because God saw, God heard, God always knew. His justice is never blind. It is flawless and perfect. Then another book is opened, the book of life. A book not of failures but of redemption and new beginnings. There are written the names of those who chose to trust the Lamb, those who surrendered to grace, those who allowed Jesus to gently rewrite their entire story. And in that moment, what saves is not speech, not appearance, not tradition, but the name found there, or the name missing. Truth carries a different weight on that day. It does not hurt, does not accuse, it does not humiliate. It simply reveals. God does not expose to destroy. He exposes to make things right. Each page opened shows more than mistakes. It shows opportunities and invitations, divine touches someone ignored or embraced. God's justice does not come to condemn the repentant, but to align the universe again with the light of his holiness. God does not judge the way humans judge. He is not impressed by performance, not fooled by appearance, not swayed by influence. He sees the heart beating behind every gesture, every word, every silence. He knows the exhaustion, understands the pain, feels the weight of every battle, and still calls each person to responsibility. Because love without justice is not love, and justice without love is not divine justice. Throughout all history, God called, warned, counseled. He sent prophets, raised messengers, used circumstances, dreams, pain, and miracles to draw the human heart back to him. The final judgment is not a surprise. It is a consequence. It is the answer of a God who never left anyone without a warning. He always reached out his hand, always opened the door, always said, "Return to me." Some returned, others chose distance. On that day, every injustice the world once ignored will be remembered before the throne. Hidden tears, silent injustices, wounds no one noticed, humiliations carried in secret. The white throne brings them into the light, not to reopen pain, but to honor every suffering. No tear goes unanswered. God does not only comfort, he corrects, he reverses, he restores. He does what no one else ever did. The decision does not happen there before the throne. It happened long before in life. The judgment only confirms the path each heart chose to walk. Some walked toward God, others ran from him. Some loved the light, others preferred the darkness. And God simply seals what the heart had already chosen. It is the most sincere, the most honest justice in the universe. A person harvests what they decided to love. The most solemn moment approaches, the separation. It is not vengeance, not anger, it is justice. It is the end of the mixture between light and darkness, between good and evil, between truth and lies. God places everything in its rightful place, and the universe breathes in relief. For at last, evil will have no space among the children of light, and all creation witnesses what was always promised. Evil does not win, it never has. Those whose names are in the book of life receive not only forgiveness but eternity. God does not only save, he crowns. He does not only rescue, he honors. Every tear turned into strength, every silent battle endured, every act of faith kept in the dark. All of it is remembered. All of heaven celebrates those who remained firm. For with God, nothing done in love is ever forgotten. Evil is cast out. It will not return and will not circle, will not destroy, will not deceive again. This is the moment when God ends the story humanity could never end on its own. Divine justice is not only a verdict, it is an eternal cure. The universe is cleansed, creation breathes, and what was once a threat becomes a distant memory. The final judgment marks the beginning of a world untouched by evil forever. The final judgment does not exist to create fear in those who love God. It exists to remind us that nothing goes unnoticed, that God sees every detail, and that good is never wasted. Every act of love, every choice for the light, every surrender, every yes to God holds eternal value. The life lived here echoes far beyond the last breath. Every step matters, every decision carries weight, every attitude shapes destiny. If you are still breathing today, there is still time to return, time to begin again, time to give your heart to God while the opportunity remains. The judgment is not the end, it is the confirmation of the path, and the path can change while life is still unfolding. God does not reject broken hearts. He restores, he forgives, he realigns, and he writes new endings. Nothing is lost for those who come back to him. If this story spoke to your heart, don't put it off. Take a moment, like this video, subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, and leave your comment below. Share it with someone who needs to remember that God still writes the final word, and he has not stopped moving. The final judgment is not about fear, but about hope, justice, and a love that never fails. Because when God acts, the impossible simply obeys.